we did the live before discussing the Prop 188, and Jacob laid down his points, and now it's a little bit of update because seems maybe not everything was done in the right way. Is it correct, Jacob?
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So I think that there are two items that I should speak to. Okay. First of all, with this governance proposal, I put it on chain before putting it on Commonwealth, and in the Osmosis Siberia chat, we're now kind of going through like a standard of time, a fixed standard of time for prompts to be on Commonwealth. I guess a minimum of 3 days was discussed. I think that's great because it gives folks like myself guidance. Okay. Um, at present, as far as I know, there's actually not formal guidance on the usage of Commonwealth. But I'm going to come out and I'm going to say my phone. Okay. Secondly, and like maybe most importantly, because I'm not sure I care about having used Commonwealth or not if it weren't for the second fact. Since the proposal, the Key Foundation team, um, came out and released a bunch of information about what they were doing. And in addition to that, they also said that they wanted to decline um, basically incentives that would be based on the increased volume that they're creating with their bot. I'm not going to claim to really understand what it is they're doing. I don't. In fact, that trading activity is still to me exactly wash trading. But my prop was aimed at stopping incentivization of wash trading. When they said, hey, we will decline those incentives, that made Prop 188 unnecessary.
hello, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Jacob, because I do think this kind of I'm not engaged in this proposal, so many people get it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not involved
That's all right.
in Key, or I'm not even that active of Osmo beyond providing liquidity pools and voting. But I think recently we did have some issues with putting proposals a little maybe too rushed and too emotionally. And I think maybe this was the same case because that's what split community regarding Prop 16. And there
Too
is the
rushed, but I would not say too emotional in this
oh,
case.
okay. There was
Yeah,
I
but
just
too
want
rushed, yeah.
I just want to speak like to community because there's so many argues, and I don't know, maybe Rob Stack from Twitter. He tweeted
Um,
many projects joined Cosmos and the IBC gang because the collaborative environment is is still like this. The increasing animosity is concerning. Discussing is fine. Creating an enemy or mystify a chain is an evil wrong. I'm not saying like you are wrong, but maybe going through the Commonwealth, as you said, and trying to discuss the problem before going on chain and doing this. Hey guys, I looked into this. I believe they might be wash trading happening here, and I believe in this case, incentivizing this pool is harmful for the network, and I would like to introduce the proposal. And probably the rhetoric around this could be slightly different, right? And the same would be different regarding other chains.
I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like had I done that, the same kind of heated situation would likely occur. However, there's one really, really key factor here. And by the way, I'm encouraging the community generally to vote no on 188, and yes, I was telling you to vote yes, and yes, there's a reason for this. Okay, very very specifically, when I look at this, I see the Key Foundation has declined any increase to incentives based on the increased trade volume, and that solves the key issue that I wanted to address. It wasn't like I wanted to target or destroy or burn down keychain. I mean, hell, you got a validator there, so I like that would just be you know straight up wrong. Flip side of this, I have an osmosis validator, and I saw really a pretty glaring statistical anomaly on, and then trade activity that just straight up looks like wash trading, and that's how this came about. I also felt that the wash trading was likely intentional, and I guess so. That, things that can improve on this situation. Well, one certainly from me, which is using Commonwealth. Another would have come from Key, because if you that does not look like an arbitrage bot. I They seem to be trying to study something. Like, we read the information that they released, they're trying to study something that interacts with their liquidity, and that's fairly really pretty interesting. Um, and provided that they decline incentives. Oh, and by the way, to the argument that they should do that on a test net. Well, I'll defend them a little bit on this. Like, playing with live money is so different every time. So like that aggressor bot that they were describing probably wouldn't exist in a testnet environment. So hopefully that this can even go and shape some policy in osmosis, because, like, all right, one, hey, died wrong to rush straight to the chain, and now we're getting some clear policy around that, and I think that's like super super great, because had that been there, I wouldn't have made that choice. And then two, the other thing that probably could have been improved, like, to any team using osmosis, please know that we do actually like look at what's going on osmosis, and we, part of a validator's job, I think, is like to protect it. Um, and I hope I can be forgiven for thinking, when I saw that it was just a straight up farming operation, because, well, yeah, it didn't look good that way. Um, well, hey, thanks, Dave. Really appreciate that, man.
Well, and that's why there is a lot of mistakes. I think we all want best for community, and we like to fight with each other because there was the comedy. I tell you, there was the Polish comedy, and
Mm-hmm.
there was the different political party fighting over Polish flag, and they were all shouting that my truth is truer than your truth. You know,
Right? Yeah, 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 yeah.
that's basically
Well,
what happened. That's basically
that's
what
certainly
happens with
like,
blockchain. And let's say if I'm in some chain, I want the best for the chain. But I
yep.
speak my mind. I'm just human. I say wrong things. I do bad jokes and stuff like this. And some people get offended with this, and they come out and say it's harmful for the network. I mean, I don't think it is.
Uh,
I think we are just humans. And like I believe Jacob in this matter believes that his truth is truer than the Key Foundation truth, but we don't
well, I
know.
don't actually. I mean, here's at first, I want to be clear about what I really believed. Okay, what I believed was that, like, and bear in mind that the prop does seem to have changed something. And what I believed is that, like, well, they have an automated system that pumps volume, and this is by necessity draining incentives away from other chains. And so if we don't address this, then, like, for example, Dig, the holders of Dig, right? They could and probably even should demand that a similar bot be put into place. However, the Key Foundation has made it really clear that they don't want an incentive increase based on the activity of that bot, and to me this eliminates the problem. So to the community, I just want to say I'm sorry for going too fast. To Crow's Nest, I want to say, oh, you got me, Crows, because they were saying, they kept saying over and over, well, you really really should use Commonwealth. Yeah, you're probably right, Andy.
Well,
I tend to agree about that.
the 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 yes might not. Well, for now, the yes will pass. I don't have really that big of a reach, but I did try to push this video because this wasn't really that planned. But yeah, that's no from Jacob. Right, you changing the vote. I haven't
Yeah,
voted,
yeah.
so
It should just be a no, and the reason is I want to make really clear. Like the Key Foundation has eliminated my reasoning behind the proposal. Okay, my reasoning behind the proposal was that it set off like a wash trading arms race. That their actions were setting off a wash trading arms race, and they have taken steps to correct that. And so now, because they've done that, it wouldn't be right for me to continue to pursue reducing all of the incentives on all of their pools to zero. And I'm really glad that they did that. So I guess that's actually it, unless you or
mhm.
anybody in the audience has any questions.
That's
Yeah.
all. I think if someone has the
Okay.
chance to spread this video,
Yeah,
you
please
should do
share.
this.
Like, I'd love for this to get the widest reach possible.
Yeah, because our morning videos, was planned and was slightly more promoted. But yeah,
Yeah.
that would be very very helpful. Yes, Jeff, that's no on 188. I have some questions to you, Jacob, but I will keep it for the next time.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
beautiful. Thanks
because
so much, man.
I
I
I will
really
have.
appreciate like how you made time to make this video on a little like mildly emergency basis.
It's fine. I'm mainly flexible. Just now have to go to call my fiance from Hong Kong. It's
Excellent.
our call time.
All
you
right.
know.
Cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
see you.
you. Uh,
Thank you.
Jacob. You getting any sleep these days?
Yeah. So I have a really weird sleep schedule, but I always sleep. Um. All right.
How many
Customers
hours a day?
are. Oh, 8. Oh yeah. Always sleep. I always make the. Um. Hi, cute and funny pet and animal video compilations. Anyway, I sleep 8 hours a day, but like sometimes I'll go to bed at 5 a.m. You know, our customers are U.S. and European, so my work schedule goes quite late. But yeah, that's me on sleep. So if you're ever wondering why the hell is he up in the middle of the night, it's well, like he's working with people who are totally in different time zones. And thanks again, Marchie.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's speak soon next time.
All
This
right.
or
Cool,
next
man.
week we'll do more of this. Thank you. Bye bye.